Footballville here with Tony Ballard, one of the top quarterback trainers in the nation. How you doing today?
I'm good. Thanks for asking.
Where you coming from? What's the last big thing you did, Tony?
Last big thing I did was I did FBU Top Gun, which was in York, South Carolina. Rock Hill, South Carolina, about a couple weeks ago.
Okay. Tell me some of the things you've done around the country. Talk to the people.
I've got some pretty talented young men in this class. This coming up 2017 class. Davis Mills, who's from Great Atlanta Christian, who's arguably the #1 quarterback in the country, who's committed to Stanford. Great kid. Chase Bryce, who is at Grayson High School, who's committed to Clemson. And then Tommy DeVito, who's out of Don Bosco up in New Jersey. He's committed to Syracuse. And then also another young man that's in the Atlanta area, Ryan Glover, who's committed to Colorado State. So I've got some pretty talented young men in that 2017 class.
Oh, that's you get around, huh? You got some freaking fire miles, don't you?
Absolutely.
Give me one thing, one mistake that you see all quarterbacks make that you start training.
Footwork.
Okay.
I think what happens is that kids don't understand footwork, whether it's under center or whether it's in the gun. They don't understand how their eyes and their feet have got to match. I think that's the biggest thing right now that kids have got to really focus on. A lot of kids can throw the ball, but a lot of kids don't understand how they get the energy from the ground, which is their lower body.
Okay. You say you did the Elite 11 this year?
Yeah, I did. I did 3 regionals, Orlando, Atlanta, Charlotte. It's a great opportunity to be a part of such a great group of guys. Trent Different, those guys do a wonderful job with the Elite 11. Absolutely.
What's the next thing you got coming up?
Next thing I got coming up is just kind of stay in touch with my guys, do some film study, go see these guys play, things of that nature, whatever. Kind of a lot of the training has kind of slowed down because they're back acclimated with their high school team. The teams seem to be putting their season together in terms of their game plan, installing, or what have you. So I'm just basically a listening ear to the time being right now.
Okay, tell me, how important is it to get development early at the position of quarterback?
Very important, because there are a lot of kids that are just athletic, that just, using their athletic ability to get by, whether it's middle school or high school. I think that in terms of development early at a young age is so important. In terms of getting the fundamentals, whether we're talking about under center or whether we're talking about in the gun. A lot of kids have a tendency they get away with because of their athletic ability at the high school level, but college coaches have a tendency to say, you know what, this kid's more athletic than basically playing the position as a quarterback, so I have a tendency to kind of move him around. And one thing about college coaches, they can't miss on that position. That is one position you can't miss on, and that is quarterbacks, because you can only take 1, possibly 2 per year, but in all these other positions, you can take 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever the need may be. So I would say that in terms of if you really believe your son has the ability to play quarterback, get him the necessary one-on-one training as early as possible so his development can be there. College coaches are looking for reasons not to offer, not reasons to offer. And if your kid cannot, if they have to teach your kid in terms of something like a 3 and a 5-step drop he's never been to, then likely they're probably going to go look for a more productive pro-style kind of quarterback, under center kind of kid. Okay, got that.
One of the #1 questions everybody have at the position: do you have to be taller than 6 foot to play the position?
Well, no, ideal you don't. But remember this, measurables are so important to college coaches, because that's how they grade these kids. They grade these kids on basically their look. And that is, does he look the part? Is he the guy, the eye test? Is he 6'3", 6'4"? Those are the guys that are probably going to get the look first, because they do look for that 6'3", 6'4" kind of guy, stature kind of kid playing the quarterback. Now, then it comes down to, can you make plays, film, things of that nature.
Okay, so Coach, how can we find you? What's your website? What's your Twitter?
My website is www.hustleinc.com, which is HUSTINCQB.com. My Twitter page is T Ballard QB Coach, and my Instagram is basically Hustle Inc. Quarterback Academy.
All right, Coach Footballville, we appreciate everything.
Thanks for having me.